tight, guys. Double tight.
3 down, 3 down.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Good stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watch 85. Watch 85. Bunch set. Eyes up. Bunch set.
On second down, Taylor. Into Gordon. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. 3 down.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Screen play, Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Taylor looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
3 down.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Tight end right.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Let's run, fellas. Let's run.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A gain of 39 that time. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's first and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now he steps away. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Tight end right.
On third down, Taylor. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry from 10 yards out. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Throwing on first down is man. Up and underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
Yeah, baby.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just get
Nittany Lion, this is Saquon Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. On play action, it's Manning.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
And this is going to be incomplete. Coverage there by Brian Body Calhoun.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Shift. Watch the shift.
They do go for it. It's Mason. And Latimer's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Manning now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Double tight. 4 down.
That's it. This is and he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Go.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Run to the ball.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hey, Mike.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to make it. It looks like they did exactly that.
Deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Run. Zebra.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
Zebra.
you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
A solid stiff arm. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
Zebra.
Play action. Manning. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, we got three down.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
80's getting the ball here. 80's getting the ball. Three.
They go play action with Taylor. Room to run past midfield. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Three down.
Ready. 319. 319.
93's the mic. 93's the mic.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Now Taylor on 1st down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
You got him.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some top coverage.
Now Taylor. Out to the flat for Hyde. Oh, and now he rolls him over. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Wide open receiver complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Taylor will lead up the offense 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Taylor to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision.
Manning to throw on second down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Zebra.
On first down, Manning. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Manning now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's first and 10.
Even. 4 down.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, that's the Kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise. Because we know BJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grab for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. One final try now for Manning. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left.
Take on the slot. Hey, watch 13. Watch 13. Zebra. Get in the weight room. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Zebra.
Final shot before break. Manning, the quick slant caught. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. So punch it in, and we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything. And sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On first and 10, here's Manning, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. Complete. He got 29 yards that time.
Nice hit, boy.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Four down, four down.
Now Manning throwing on second down. And he's going to toss it off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Zebra.
Here's Manning to throw. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Four down.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Boom! Yeah, baby!
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's the fullback punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So now Eli and the Giants will line up and go for 2. And now a timeout's going to be called here. I think it was by the defense. It was. And that's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this second half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. To return, it's Peppers. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Slow.
As high as they begin. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Single. Watch 80.
On second down, Taylor. And he's going to look up to Landry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now it's Taylor. And that is incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now the opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Throwing now is Manning. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third and 4. Manning going to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Hey, gun.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
They'll go for it. It's Manning. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A first down carry for Barkley. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. Throwing it off for Johnson. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Watch out, watch out.
Z.
They go play action now. Taylor. And this is going to be intercepted.
Come on,
It's the linebacker, Kareem Martin.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Shift.
Now Stewart on first down.
Check.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Check 13.
Regular. There goes 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
Check.
They go back to Stewart on first. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
52, right 52.
Manning the throw.
Push it back.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tie game, fourth quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Underneath for Johnson. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Taylor now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 22. Taylor to throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up putting one downfield. He gets intercepted.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Manning, escaping the pressure right, and he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
They've been brilliant, perfect on fourth down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. To close Manning, and Ingram holds it in. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And right now, it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And the Giants win the football game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, so Robbie Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I said, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I parked my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this button, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. They be late, waist snatch. That straight back.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Aldrick Rosas, the Giants kicker, ready to go. And here we go from MetLife Stadium. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
20, 20.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
3 down, 3 down.
Well, run for the first time to Devontae Freeman. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, no slow start here.
Hey,
A couple
let's go.
nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down, pretty nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
3 down.
Let's go.
Double tight, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
On second down, Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back in the 46. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Alert, alert.
Blue 80. Blue 80.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to
Get
watch
up!
in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Double tight.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
There we
Fourth
go.
down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's first and 10.
Tight right.
Get out, Hutch.
On first down, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Speaking of Julio, he had a big
Hey, let's
game
go.
week 1, 169 yards, but in the end, almost had that play to win it, but he did not. That's probably what's going to stick with him.
That was said a long time ago by former Major League Baseball Hall of Famer. It's deja vu all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
But that's what it felt like. It looked like almost the exact same play. Felt like the same end zone. This time, instead of the ball going through his hands, came down a few feet out of bounds. But there's just something about Julio Jones in the red zone that the Falcons have to figure out if they want to get back into their winning ways.
Again, Ryan. Slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
We got 3. Let's go.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Strong right. I'm coming.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the
Hey,
end
let's
zone.
go.
Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 3 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Let's go. Touchdown. Woo! Touchdown, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Woo!
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Zebra, zebra, zebra.
Shotgun now for Manning to Barkley on the check down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now he'll let it go deep, and this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
12.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Hey, we got 3 down.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. When he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Here's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, looking back to last week, one interesting thing certainly was that tie between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. You know, that was the first Week 1 tie since 1971.
Yeah, I think research shows that the Broncos and Dolphins tied 10-10. And remember, overtime was instituted by the NFL starting with the 1974 season. So this is unbelievable, those two teams tied. Cleveland was +5 in turnover margin, had their chances, and got a field goal block down the stretch that would have won the game.
Yeah, Pittsburgh had a field goal late in OT, and they missed the right left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk about football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going downfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So now Eli and the Giants will line up and go for 2.
Regular.
5 down. Stand up in.
Working from the gun. Manning complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Rosas now to kick this one away. It's a very short kick. An up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Hey, hey, hey.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
I know he ain't got it.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this time out.
11.
93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Let go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Zebra, zebra. Now sit. Now blue 80. Zebra, zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra, zebra.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
Hey, gun.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 8. Rosas now to kick this one away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
And for the 3rd time here, this happens intercepted.
That's it, baby.
Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
Zebra.
Field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Manning.
All day, baby, all day.
That is incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It
Hey,
certainly
gun.
because he catches it well, Creates a mismatch. He's going to come in with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Zebra.
Throwing is Manning on third down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Regular.
You got three down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
Blitz.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On third down, Manning, and this is going to be incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9.
Stay on the slot.
They'll go for it. It's Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets us one all the way down to 15. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Now Manning. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch 10.
Zebra. Set. Zebra.
Throwing again. Manning escaping the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Crash.
Eli Manning with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
We got 6
and the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas True Blue on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken short, and he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
20.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Get up!
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Gun.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Regular.
3 down. Odd.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
To throw is Manning. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
That's what I'm talking
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing is Manning.
3 down.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a good play. That really was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play is able to get on the ball and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
Regular.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Barkley. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. A lot of plays on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called.
We got 3.
They're doing business in the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And when you don't pick up the necessary yardage in that situation, sometimes it starts to put a little doubt in the play caller's mind about what he's going to run on the next play. Because most of them, they thought they were going to pick it up right then and there. Now they've got to adjust what they're doing, adjust what they're thinking, and maybe they go away from what they originally thought.
On 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants out of their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And now running right through it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He's now thrown 4 interceptions, and I hate to mention this, but he's a guy that has twice thrown 5 in his career in a single game.
Hard to believe. And the tough part is, playing in this NFL, you don't normally just back off totally from throwing the football, do you? So the potential exists for that 5th one to occur.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Wide, get wide.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I believe the team has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Double tight. 4 down.
Regular.
Here's the give to Barker. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Let's go.
2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Okay, ball.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? Coming up and making the big-time play.
Hey, gun.
To throw on 3rd down. Manning. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Rhett Ellison, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas true blue on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken to the 13. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play interception. A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Got double tight.
12.
3 down.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Get up!
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Looking deep for Julio. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman. The Eagles.
That's right. Then the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my back in New Paltz. This is by Thema Bagley. He said, when you really want to go Largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Regular.
Handoff to Stewart. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling. So that one right there. They want to keep going forward. And they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Hey, go 56.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in the running game. Got to to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
They don't want it, fellas.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And he gets it complete to Latimer. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They had to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game. For the distance you need, that's exactly what they got done.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Blue 80.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. He hits Stewart in the flat. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Regular. Zebra.
On 3rd down, Manning. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in full at all, do you? Just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Full 10 yards there, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Let's go.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. It's a short one complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Watch tight end's right. Watch tight end's right.
On 1st down, Ryan.
Three down.
Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Watch tight end. 3 down.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
You're nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And now another one thrown incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
3 down, 3 down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got a man wide open, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They go play action here on first down. He's got it on the passing route. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Heavy, heavy, heavy. Watch the backfield.
Gun.
Slam.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Crunch time, defense.
Gun.
Showing eight.
To throw again is Ryan. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys.
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Bryant tacks on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. Put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first they've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Manning. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Zebra.
Check.
Manning looking to throw it. Finding room to the 20. Wide open receiver complete. And finally wrestled down at the 11. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
3 down.
Zebra. Regular.
Throwing on first down is Manning. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to it. Find it.
Manning gonna throw, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Gun.
3 down.
Manning to throw once more. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put